just reacted to the craziest meals ever on My 600 Pound Life.
The patients in My 600 Pound Life eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on
Join us on Twitch, link in the description.
TV, and you all loved my part 1 so much, I decided to make a part 2, looking at what is in these meals, how much they cost, and more, starting with Shauna Collins, the woman who lost Dr. Now's diet plan 4 times and ate over 10,000 calories a day after complaining she didn't know how else to lose weight.
Every day of my life feels like it's harder than the last. And that things just keep getting worse for me because of my size. And I'm so tired of it and all the pain. I don't want to live this way because I hate this body. It's just too.
If you so tired of it, girl, get up and work out. You talking about you so tired of it, stop eating then. Why are you eating all this food if you're so tired of it, girl?
Big to be normal. And it keeps me from being able to do a lot. So I feel like I'm trapped most of the time, because of how hard it is to move and get around.
Shauna has appeared in a few of my videos for being lazy and lackadaisical, but she's actually one of the youngest patients ever to see Dr. Now at just 22 years old. And her immaturity really shows in the meals that
And look,
she eats.
what I just tell y'all?
It'll be
What I
no
just tell y'all?
surprise how she got
What I
over
just tell y'all?
600 pounds
And you
this
talking about
year.
you want to get
Usually
smaller.
I start eating when Derek comes over to check on me. He brings me something to eat or he'll make it for me.
How are you feeling today?
My back hurts.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Darius, that's your real friend, because he should want to see you get bigger. I'm sorry to tell you.
Same old, same old.
Did you eat?
No. Can you make me some burritos
Okay.
and hash browns?
Okay.
I would have told you
How
no.
many do you want?
4
Okay.
burritos and
4 burritos and what?
6 hash browns.
Shauna starts her day off with 4 burritos and 6 hash browns, and I think I found which burritos they were too, and if it was these ones, it would bring the calories to over 880 in the burritos alone. And then you have the hash browns on top, which would add another minimum of 800 calories, and it's all just ultra processed junk food. Shauna deletes this meal in a matter of minutes, and I know what you're thinking, that meal wasn't that crazy. And Shauna agrees, so literally minutes after her caretaker leaves, she orders her next meal.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Be careful. I'm never satisfied when it comes to my hunger, because eating is such a good feeling. And once I'm eating, I won't think about things that are sad.
How can I help?
Can I please have a large stuffed crust pepperoni pizza? The cinnamon bites thing, and that's all. Thank you.
Now, I have no idea where she ordered from, but I'm just gonna guess and go with Pizza Hut because the boxes look similar. First of all, how is she affording all of this food? She must be on disability because she's never worked a day in her life, and we can tell she orders food like this on the daily. Like, this order alone would be, what, like $25 minimum? The calories in this pizza are insane too, coming in at 3,000 for the entire thing, then
Dang.
500 minimum for the cinnamon bites. Remember,
Dang.
she's having all of this after literally having 4 burritos and 6 hash browns. And you're not gonna believe me when I say this, but she's still hungry. So she microwaves what looks like an entire bag of Totino's pizza rolls, which contains 120, bringing the calories to just under 2,000 for the bag. In this morning, Shauna has devoured over 7,180 calories worth of food, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't believe anyone can stomach that amount. To make matters worse, Shauna's mother comes home later, and Shauna claims that she's starving and she hasn't had much food. So her mother cooks her half a pizza and 2 meatloafs, all in the same day. Now this is a crazy amount of food, but obviously to Shauna and her mother, it's just normal. Now as crazy as this sounds, this is actually one of the smaller meals in the video, and the meals only get more insane as the video goes on. And next up is Sarah from season 6, who despite getting approved for weight loss surgery, has one final mind-blowing cheat meal to celebrate.
The life that I'm living right now is miserable, and just walking hurts because of all the strain on my body. My knees hurt, my back hurts, my ankles sting.
I'm sorry, I'll be danged if I get this fat. I'll be in the gym every single day. Boy.
Even my shoulders hurt from all the weight I'm carrying.
Sarah nearly weighs over 600 pounds, and similar to Shauna, she's very young and is just 25 years old. Despite most people having independence by then, moving out and having their own lives, Shauna is the opposite, and she still needs to actually be bathed by her mom because she's too fat to do it herself.
It's embarrassing to be a grown adult who still needs to be bathed by their mom. But what's even worse is, I know soon I won't even be able to make it up the stairs. And at that point, she's going to have to bathe me on a tarp in the lawn. And I dread that but I know that I'm months away
I'm sorry, I know she stank. I know she smell like hot Fritos and Cheetos and everything.
from getting that bad.
The worst part about it is that Sarah has just seemed to accept that her fate is to be washed on a tarp outside, saying that she's months away from that happening. Like, she doesn't even seem to want to make a change. Despite that attitude though, she's signed up for help with Dr. Now, so maybe she is ready to change. I mean, if the threat of being washed down the yard with a hose isn't enough to change, I'm not sure what will be. Anyway, we do see Sarah eat large meals, but nothing that would put her on my list yet. She makes the journey to see Dr. Now and gets weighed in at 642 pounds, which is even worse than she originally thought, and she doesn't handle the news well.
Seeing that number is humiliating, especially with my sister here. I have to do something about my weight, and I need to do it like now. So I just hope I'm about to get the help I need.
And it isn't just the weight that makes Sarah wake up, it is the dressing down from Dr. Now too.
All right, Sarah, you are 642 pounds, and you're only 25 years old.
Yes.
At this rate, you'll be 800 pounds by the time you are 30. And I see, according to your chart, you're on the blood pressure medication and some inhaler and some anti-inflammatory. So
Yes.
these are medicine we usually see people in 40s and 50s, not 20s.
Yeah.
So if you have a body of someone twice your age, now in your 20s, you know what that means. You're not going to be able to survive much into your 30s. And it says in your chart you're also having trouble getting around and staying mobile. So now is the time to turn things around.
Dr. Now being blunt might seem harsh, but it is needed. He has a position of authority and needs to be real with these patients, especially when they're surrounded by enablers. If you're a subscriber of the channel, you will have seen how often these 600-pound people die when they refuse to change. So the danger to their lives is very real. Thankfully though, Sarah takes these warnings seriously and makes a change. She tries to be a bit more active and be a bit more mindful of her portion sizes.
Okay.
Trying to stick to these ideas makes it impossible to not lose weight, which is exactly what happened.
Yay.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, W.
Apparently, you can go from 0 to a
See, that blue. That's that blue, John.
I'm so excited and proud of myself. Part of me wasn't sure that it was even possible for me to lose that amount of weight. So to see all my hard work pay off is a really good feeling. And I really hope I'm about to get my approval.
Sarah has worked hard and finally gets approved for weight loss surgery by Dr. Now. However, she wants one last cheat meal, and I've got to say, the sheer amount of food she eats is absolutely ridiculous.
Dr. Now approved me for weight loss surgery if I passed my medical test, and I went for those. And I just found out I'm all cleared, and I'm so excited. But I'm still nervous too, because I have my surgery coming up in 5 days. But I know that after weight loss surgery, I'm not going to be able to physically handle some foods. And I'm worried I'm not going to be able to eat my favorite meal after the surgery, which is tater tot casserole. And I've been thinking that I've earned the right to celebrate just a little. Tater tot casserole is tater tots, cheese, cream of chicken soup, and a bunch of other stuff thrown together. It's just really good. I think that I will be able to make this tater tot casserole and be able to enjoy a little bit of it.
Bear in mind, Dr. Now warns Sarah if her weight loss slows down, he will cancel the surgery. Having this massive meal one time isn't going to do too much damage, but it could open her up to falling back into old habits.
I'll have it one last time before surgery because this is a food that I know I will not be able to eat probably ever again. I think that since I've been approved for surgery and I've learned how to control my eating, that I don't think a little bit of it will hurt me. But I'm gonna really enjoy this.
Now, like I said, one of these isn't going to hurt too much as long as it is truly a one-off. However, at her next appointment, she has gained 14 pounds. So clearly, like I said, her old habits have been coming back after reaching her goal. So Dr. Now reschedules her.
See, that's that buzz on you want to eat casserole. It smells like, oh my god, it's my last time. Girl, no, it's not, girl.
A weight loss appointment. Eventually though, she wakes up and through better eating and more exercise, she gets approved for weight loss surgery and manages to lose the weight. Probably without eating the tater tot casserole. Now Sarah's story is similar to Travis's in season 8, who despite losing weight at the end, didn't make it easy for himself with having massive meals at the beginning. Travis Henry featured in season 8, aged 31 and lived with his wife Yasmin and his mother. At the start, he isn't actually sure how much he weighs, but we know it's well over 600 pounds, and with that, all of his independence has been torn from him.
Everything's become such a struggle for me that I hardly even get up from the couch.
But I refuse not to bathe.
If I ever get to that point where I'm not going to bathe, then that's me saying I give up. And I don't want to let things get to that point. But it's still extremely hard for me to do. And I have to have help. Me and my wife Yasmin live with my mother. But I refuse to ask my mom to help me in the bathroom. So as embarrassing as it is, my wife helps me with my showers once I get in. I just can't reach all the places I need anymore. Very humiliating.
Travis needs my help to stay clean. It's a lot.
You got to tell your wife. I'm gonna tell you that. You don't shit on her or nothing because if I had a girlfriend that she was that big, boy, I'm leaving the first day she turned big.
On me, and it bothers him because it makes him feel like he's not being a man. Every now and then he'll be like, I'm sorry, babe, you gotta do this. I'm sorry, babe, you gotta do that. But I took the vows. I gotta take care of him.
Yasmin is clearly there for him through thick and thin and just wants to help her husband. And although you can tell Travis is ashamed of himself and doesn't want to do it, he has allowed himself to get to this point. Although Yasmin clearly doesn't like to clean Travis and Travis doesn't want her to do it, they both are doing nothing about it and allowing Travis to get worse. Travis asks for big meals and Yasmin brings him them, with the first meal of the day being a stack of pancakes, a bowl of, I think, gravy, eggs, sausages, and probably more food buried under that mountain.
And I don't think that's good.
That's
I don't
crazy.
think it's healthy, but I do it.
Once I start eating, it's like this wave of happiness comes over me. And I can
Your wife is basically killing you.
never get enough of it. So when I finish one meal, I have to get to my next meal.
Yasmin goes to work after feeding Travis this feast, and what she doesn't know is that despite her leaving him out snacks before she leaves, he orders more food in the form of a takeaway pizza. Travis orders 2 pepperoni pizzas, chicken wings, and an entire cookie pie. Honestly, this orders 2 before she leaves, he orders more food in the form of a takeaway
I mean, look at the pizza man. He want to take that junk right back. Look at him. He like, dang, I should really take this back to Pizza Hut.
pizza. Travis orders 2 pepperoni pizzas, chicken wings, and an entire cookie pie. Honestly, this size meal is something that I'd get for a party of 4 or 5. Not something that you have after literally eating a massive breakfast stack. Thankfully though, he does leave the crusts, so he's saved some calories there. Now honestly, this feast would be bad enough to make it to my list, but I couldn't leave out his 3rd meal of the day, which is a home-cooked bolognese made by his mother, which is literally almost overflowing off the plate. And all of it is topped off with dessert, with Yasmin breaking down to the camera about her husband's eating.
Travis's body's breaking down in front of my eyes. His legs, his back, his arms. It's horrible sometimes.
So my weight is not just destroying my life, it's hurting my family. I don't know what's gonna break first, my body, my wife, or my mom.
I'm hoping and praying that this year will be the year that he has a change in his life for the better. He can't go another year like this. He can't keep going on like this. He's dying.
So I'll need a perimeter.
I'm happy y'all know he is. I'm happy y'all all know.
The enablers getting upset because yes, it's their fault, but clearly they need outside help because they just don't see how serious the situation is. They need some.
I'm not watching this full video, bro. This is actually very